last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Follow me.
Drink the Kool-Aid. You don't drink the gold juice. So I was offered the gold juice 3 times in my 20s, my 30s, and
What's
my 40s.
that? Pee? A lot of golden showers in
The
Burbank.
gold juice that I will live forever and I'll have whatever I want. The gold juice. You never offered the gold juice?
No, I'm a scumbag comic. What's the gold juice?
I don't know, but I didn't drink it and I didn't want it. And
Is this in
I
a...
noticed when all the girls, certain girls on Orange changed. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's like a real thing. Like, it's all a real thing. And it's scary because they send, like, people after you and they can, like, kind of moonlight as, like, a friend or, you know, and they're wolf in sheep's clothing. And listen, you can have everything you want, all the fame in the world, all the money. I'm like, what if I just drank it? But then you know what I mean? Like, what if and I don't know what it is. If it's a metaphor for the gold juice, like, you feel what I'm start by saying there's just a lot going on here. But where I really want to start is, well, I've been told I have terrible lighting, so I went ahead and got myself a ring light. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. Yep, just going to go ahead and get this right for once. I think it goes here. And then we'll go here. Yep. And then I can be just like... Wow! Would you look at... Hey, maybe you were right, Whitney. I know there's a lot of stuff going on with the golden juices. And I'm so sorry if I've alarmed everybody, but it's like, well, has anybody tried to pee on you before? It's just a lot. My 20s and my 30s and my 40s. And it just, you know, I don't know where your minds went, but my goodness gracious, people have told me that, you know, be careful, don't be pushed off of a, you know, like a freeway. Like, on me. It's not fair. It's not even fair. You know, times are really tough right now, and so I was gonna go into my grab bag, my Warner Brothers bag, since I heard there's something happening right now. And I was just gonna find my next mask, because I don't want any problems around here. Listen, I just wanted to run it past you guys to make sure I look cool for the next, you know, the next thing I have. Like, is it a leopard print one? No. Okay, all right. My bad. Well, is it a plain black one? Not cute enough? I feel you. Okay, well, uh-oh. Is it this one? Like Silence of the Lambs, like you gotta be thrown off of a balcony because you talked about golden showers.
You've been to my house. We've had pizza. Girl after my own heart. Do we love a pizza or what? We love
Yes,
a pizza.
we do.
It's so much fun. Now,
At the dinner party, Seinfeld came walking out. He was like,
Nobody go anywhere. You guys are in for a treat. Tonight, we're gonna have some brick oven pizza.
everybody went crazy in the party. What? Oh my God, brick oven pizza. What? One lady was like, how many cheeses, Jerry?
Jerry was like, 7 different cheeses, 7 different cheeses.
People went crazy. People were eating the fucking pizza going crazy. Oh my God, I taste the cheeses, Jerry. I taste the cheeses. They brought me my piece of pizza. I took a bite. I couldn't fucking believe it. Best pizza I've ever had in my life. Best fucking pizza I've ever had. Had some type of lettuce on it. I've never tasted this shit. Tell my white baby's got some type of lettuce on it. Tell my white baby's got some type of lettuce on it. Wait till you taste the lettuce. This white
One can't seem to agree on anything anymore except for 2 things. Pizza and us. And us.
you don't like cheese pizza?
I do like cheese.
Well, you just said you don't like cheese pizza.
That isn't cheese pizza. I wanted some from Pizza Hut.
All right, he'll like it. You're gonna eat it and you're gonna like it. Now listen. Thank you.
I'm right here at Target and I really can't make this shit up right now, guys. Lucky Charms, which the government said that it was better than steak in the food pyramid. Look at this, guys. Besides all the already stuff there, we're looking for the trisodium phosphate. Where is it? Right there. We're gonna go to Home Depot right now and I'm gonna show you what that is, guys. But look at that, it says trap. Because it's a trap, guys. And here it is, guys. I really can't make this shit up. Look what trisodium phosphate is. Right here, TSP. Clean surfaces in preparation for painting. It's a paint thinner. It strips painting, guys. Surface is clean without rinsing. Effective deckings, guys. This is so poisonous. This trisodium phosphate is so poisonous that they have a phosphate-free version for cleaning, and people are putting that in their bodies. Can't make this shit up, guys. And I gotta tell you one last thing. You vote when you buy, guys. The food in America is prohibited in like 65 nations plus. The whole European Union doesn't even allow fluoride in their running water. What I'm trying to say is that you vote when you buy. The only reason why we have all this crap in our food in America is because you buy it, guys,
American bread is not bread, and it's absolutely horrible for you. See, to get the fluffy, sweet, delicious bread millions of Americans love to eat, you need a few very special ingredients, like potassium bromate, an additive that makes bread rise, or azodicarbonamide, a chemical to bleach and strengthen the dough. Do you know where else you can find these chemicals? In yoga mats, pesticides, and even explosives. And all these chemicals have one thing in common. They can cause all sorts of cancer. That's why the European Union, the UK, and even China have banned them from food production. But not in America. To this day, the FDA says these additives are generally recognized as safe to eat. Ah yes, the greatest thing since
8 days, all the symptoms resolve. Okay? The mercury was coming from the fish. So that's one example. Okay? Another example, because one of the primary fish that people like to eat is salmon. Okay?
Yes.
What people just recently found out about salmon a couple of years ago is they make a genetically modified version of it. Did you know that? Yes, so they make a genetically modified version. I think it was created in Canada. So they take this genetically modified version and somehow incidentally combine it in the same waters with the natural salmon. You know what the genetically modified version started doing? You can look this up. It started eating the natural salmon. You can look this up. I'm not making this up. It's not a video. It really happened. So what's really important is that. And then the third thing I'll tell you is that because the waters are so polluted in the ocean today, well, what people don't realize is that radiation continue out into the Pacific.
this out. So the phone, the EMF frequency that operates off of a cellular phone is called radio frequency, right? They use radio waves. Radio waves is used to boil water. That's how you heat up your food in a microwave. It don't heat up the actual texture of the food. It heats up the water molecules inside the food, bring it to a boiling temperature, then it beeps, bing, that means your food done. You don't realize the functionality that just happened there. The radio frequency waves shot through the molecules, the water molecules of the food, and it boiled it. It literally fried it, and that's what made your food warm. The same exact radio technology is in your phone, these same radio waves, and you putting it up to your head. Do you know your brain is 93% water? Your brain, 93% water. They call them ventricles. Inside these ventricles is pockets of fluids. Cerebrospinal fluid, but all this water in your brain. And then you get this microwave that you call a cell phone, and you put it on your head.
Yeah, I was like, and then I don't know if you've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And
there's a handful of us that get to look behind the curtain. There's a curtain, there's another room, and there's a curtain, and in that room is some shit. You're like, God damn, I didn't know y'all was fucking doing this back here. I didn't know y'all was getting this type of money back here. What the fuck, y'all been doing this for how long?
Is there something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for...
I definitely haven't ran into them to put on the trust. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross.
The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee, Convention Wallace.
yeah, I was like, and then I don't know if you've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And
there's a handful of us that get to look behind the curtain. There's a curtain, there's another room, and there's a curtain, and in that room is some shit. You're like, God damn, I didn't know y'all was fucking doing this back here. I didn't know y'all was getting this type of money back here. What the fuck, y'all been doing this for how long?
Is there something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for...
I definitely haven't ran into them to put on the trust. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross.
The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee, Convention Wallace.
Saying that he is an industry plant who has had a suspicious rise to fame. He pointed out how Kevin rose to fame immediately after entering Hollywood and never had an organic growth.
In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is?
Award. To show my appreciation, I am inviting you all to a pizza party tonight at Jennifer Aniston's house. I'll see you there.
Jennifer, every time we're with Jennifer, something great happens because everybody loves Jennifer. And she'll text me and say, I know something, you know, Wednesday night if you want. I'll be like, come on, we just did that Saturday thing. We don't have to do too much.
She likes to, she's busy all the time. I know, she's the greatest host, but
she is a good
I'm going to bed at 9. I can't come over. Your thing starts at 8:30. So
yes, she can handle it. She can handle it. And her parties are incredible in her house too.
Yeah, she does have good parties, and she makes good pizza as well.
She makes great pizza.
Wonderful pizza. All right.
known each other for years.
These circles of friends that you guys have. You told a story about going and having pizza at the Clooney's in Lake Como.
Yeah, that's all an Aniston thing. She's like, George and I would love you to come over for pizza, but you have to dress right.
What did you?
Just have to lay on him a little bit. That's the only difference.
How was the pizza? Was it good? Did he make it
Amal's
himself?
pizza was better than Clooney's. They both made, everybody made a certain kind of pizza.
There's no pizza we didn't love.
Something that he doesn't
5 different kinds. 5 different kinds or 6 different kinds of pizza that night. Clooney's was excellent. Amal's was the winner.
I will tell you though, I don't know what you guys talked about, but like Clooney is easy to talk to, right?
Yes.
Amal, on the other hand.
Blake is a reptile.
There's another thing, human roots, reptile guys. I mean, do you like pizza? Sometimes. Me too, man. Whoa.
Oh my God, you're so stupid.
It's crazy.
No, I got social to do.
Come on, man, this is blue screen. In fact, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. I haven't looked like this good in years. I've been totally computer generated since like the 90s. You know what? This ain't even real blue screen. It's 2019, y'all. Nothing's real.
How many people do you know personally who have died suddenly and mysteriously in the past 5 years? I have personally known 8 actors, all of whom I have worked with and was close to. Heath Ledger, Chris Penn, David Carradine among them. I believe these actors were whacked, and I believe that many others, such as Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Mel Gibson, are being played to get at their money. In the meantime, many a celebrity's image and marketability is being co-opted and destroyed. I have earned approximately $40 million throughout my career. I have profit participation in some of my films. I am being embezzled from by this monstrous ring of accountants, estate planners, and lawyers who are mercilessly slandering me and trying to kill my career, and I believe murder me in order to gain control of my royalties.
I will never forget that interview with Randy Quaid. He was so upset, so emotional, and I really think everything that he was talking about was true. So many people dismissed him as crazy and that he was just not right, but I see a very emotional man that is honestly telling the truth. And what did he have to lose? Randy Quaid, he played as Cousin Eddie on the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation #2. And he's played on a lot of different movies such as Independence Day and this movie Real Time. So what do you guys think of this interview by Randy Quaid and him talking about all the actors that had passed away mysteriously and touching on Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, and Mel Gibson being played out their money? Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Wake up!
Is sometimes players are not on the field. It's fake. Sometimes they are on the field. You see them dropping like flies lately? Just drop it. Like fly all over soccer, football, wrestling, all over the place. You just drop it. You see the fake enemy lights blowing up? There's a reason for that. There's another thing that happens. Cloning in the players' playground. Some of them are not the players that you see. Some of them have on prosthetics. Some of them are, I'd say, creatures. They're hybrid. That does exist, where their DNA is taken, again, for cloning facilities, like hair shaved, teeth pulled out, DNA taken, things like that. So let's say they break their hand quickly. There's something that can be used with machines. So med beds. We all know about med beds, right? So there's a definition of med beds going on backwards right now. If somebody hurts themselves, they can get well like that in sports because it's a DNA thing. They take their DNA, they use that for cloning facilities, they bring them back, and they're back to playing. Even though they may be a shitty player, they need their face. So let's say some of them don't even have. Some of them have one leg. Some of them you'll see them dribbling together. It'll look like somebody carried the basketball over to the hoop. Like, you know, those three-pointers that don't even look like three-pointers? And you're like, how the hell? And then all the winners are like, yeah! Like, but in reality, it's green screen. Somebody takes that ball and moves it to the hoop and then checks the TV and what's the ratings? Did we go up? Cool. Let's do that again. Your heart is sometimes players are not on the field.
This guy started exposing the NFL, so they came after him. Watch
I
this.
told you guys the NFL flipped the script on us. We figured out the logo conspiracy. They flipped the script. Great defensive game for the Chiefs. The NFL knew that we all figured out the logo conspiracy, which I told you guys in September about. The NFL is one step closer to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift smooching underneath the confetti. So after I filmed that little video, I went downstairs. And while I was down there, I noticed something a little strange. And just watch this. The car.
Watch what he does next. Tell me somebody ain't watching him.
Honestly, the whole conspiracy thing has been fun. But honestly, now it's starting to get a little creepy. I was getting restricted calls earlier today. That I really didn't pay much mind to. But then I saw that car outside, and I looked at my home security footage, and they were there for about, maybe for 45 minutes. And as soon as I go outside, they just take off. And the Chiefs end up winning, like I said they would, that the NFL has flipped the script on us. I don't know if someone's trying to scare me, but if the Lions end up winning their game and I don't make a post, y'all should be.
Do you think the NFL is watching him?
I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.